Hello Booktube, welcome to my channel, The Neurodivergent Reader, and Happy New Year. My name is Nakia. This is my first video, and I'm excited. I am very, very excited. I figure what better time than the new year to join Booktube. Please excuse or don't excuse, I don't care, my awkwardness with this video, but you gotta start somewhere, right? So I figure I would jump on here and just take the plunge and make my first video, introduce myself, probably do the Booktube newbie tag, because it seems like that's what everyone is doing. So I am Nakia, the Neurodivergent Reader, and yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna jump into the Booktube newbie tag. I have the questions here in my journal, so bear with me as I keep looking down to look at the questions. Number one, why did you start this channel? So I am a part of a Patreon, and the other day, I guess it just popped into my head to, well, not to start a channel, but if I were to start a channel, what I would name it, and the Neurodivergent Reader came into my head, and I ran it past some of the people in the group, and they were very supportive of it. So I figure, okay, but also I guess I wanted to start the channel because I'm a reader. I want to meet fellow readers. I mean, that's one of the main reasons to join, you know, to join any kind of a group or anything like that, right? Is you want to meet other people, you want to share your love and joy of said thing, book, craft, hobby, whatever, to meet like-minded people and not feel alone. I mean, I don't feel alone. I have other people in my life that are readers, but the internet is the internet. But also I started this channel because, again, in my Patreon that I'm a part of, it was suggested that it would be good to have the kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? The representation, there we go. The type of representation of neurodivergency that's out there. I am currently undiagnosed neurodivergent, I guess you can say. I am on the path to getting, hopefully, a secure diagnosis of sorts. But I mean, I have some inklings, but I don't want to put those out there as of yet. But yeah, number two. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Ooh, I would say just me. I can only bring myself, whatever form that takes. I can only bring myself. And I think that's as good an answer as anything, because I can only be me. I will only be me. I will not be fake. I don't know how to be fake. And those that like me. Those that don't, won't. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Number three, what are you most excited for with this channel? Meeting new people. Meeting new people, exposing people to books maybe they haven't heard of, have never read. I don't really read a lot of the more popular books. I read whatever my mind is gravitated, whatever my mind gravitates towards. So it may be a popular book, it may not be a popular book, it may be a book that's like 10 years old, but it's whatever I feel I want to read, and what excites me at that moment in time is what I would love to share with you all. Number four, why do you love reading? And then there's another question that says, when did you start reading? So I'm going to combine the two. So I love reading just because it gives you multiple worlds, multiple feelings, multiple experiences, emotional, mental to have. And the sky's the limit when it comes to reading. There's a plethora of genres out there to explore, and sometimes you never really know how a book is going to make you feel. It's just, that's the only way that I can describe it, at least for me. That's how I feel. I love it when I read a book and it unexpectedly makes me want more of the world or the characters, or it just makes me want more of that in other books. So I go and I search out other books that are kind of like that, that'll make me feel the same things. So things like that. When did I start reading? Ever since I could read. Ever since I was little and could read, I've been reading all of my life. I think I took a break, unintended, once I hit adulthood. Life happened, and I just, books were not kind of at the forefront for a while. It was books, then it was music, then it was a lot of different things. But the last like 5 or 6 years, I've kind of gotten back into it, and I do not regret it. The bookshelf that is behind me and the bookshelf that is next to me that you guys can't see are the product of the last 5 or 6 years of my reading journey. So let's see, we've done number 4. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I can't really pinpoint that because I don't know. I really don't know. As an adult, and the last 5 or 6 years, the book that got me really back into reading was a book called How to Make Friends with the Dark. Oh, so good. It's about a young adult book about a girl who is experiencing young adult life, and in the middle of experiencing young adult life, meeting a boy, falling in love with a boy type of thing, she's experiencing her first kiss. Her mom dies unexpectedly, and so she's having to navigate through the world of grief. And I read that book shortly after my mother passed in 2018. So reading that was just kind of like everything that this main character was going through, everything that she was thinking, the way that she was feeling, the things that she was grappling with emotionally, was spot on to what I was feeling. And I was just like, was someone watching me in my life? Like, what is this? So ever since then, I think that kind of opened the gateway to, I need more books like that make me, that basically, like, it broke me and put me back together all at the same time. And I love books like that just emotionally take you on the best of rides and make you feel seen, make you feel heard, make you feel like you're not alone in whatever it is that you're struggling with, type of thing. What challenges will be the hardest to overcome with starting a YouTube channel? Saying but also consistency, I feel, and expectations of myself and what I feel that everybody else wants, and people pleasing, things like that, instead of just doing what I want to do the way that I want to do it and being okay with that, instead of, oh my gosh, well, the algorithm this, or people don't want this and they're not gonna like that, so I shouldn't do it. But if it brings me joy and makes me feel good, at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter. But I struggle with people pleasing. I struggle with people pleasing. I struggle so much. Where do you read? I read right here in my little book nook in my room. I'll read anywhere that is quiet. I can't read with a lot of distractions, music, talking, noise. It has to be quiet, and I have to be able to fully have that to be able to immerse myself in the book, because distractions are my enemy. I cannot, if I'm in a book and I'm distracted, then I can't get into the book. I have to go somewhere. So I like to be in my room because there are no distractions. It's a curated place that I've created. So then I can control the chaos. Let's see. Number 9. What kind of books do you like to read? I love to read romance as of now. Dark romance, forbidden romance. If you've heard of Butcher and Blackbird, this is my current read. This is my current read, is Leather and Lark. So I just check on your girl. Sometimes I'm just not okay. Sometimes I wonder and I scare myself, like, wait, what's wrong with me? Why am I drawn to these types of things? Trigger warnings galore, and I'm still like, oh, okay. Just unbothered by it. But I love romance right now. I have tried fantasy, and I don't think that fantasy is for me, but I won't count it out. I'm still on that adventure to find the best fantasy that catches my attention and draws me in. But I don't like romantasy. I like more, because if you have romantasy, by the way, I hate that term. But romantasy, if I'm reading a romantasy, right, and I want more romance than fantasy, then that defeats the purpose, right? So science fiction is an absolute not. I will not do science fiction at all. I don't like it. It's my brain is not wired to be able to envision the worlds and things like that. It takes too much brain power, and I can't do it. So I stick with romance, or basically anything that by the synopsis sounds good, and I will give it a try. Thrillers, I'm iffy with thrillers. I've read thrillers. A lot of the thrillers that I've read have been good, but again, with fantasy and thrillers, a lot of the thrillers and fantasies that I've read have been 3 stars. Always 3 stars, no more, no less. Just a solid 3. And I make it through the book, and I'm like, it was okay. It didn't excite me, and that's a problem. And I'm not going to continue to read things that don't excite me, so I have some thrillers that I need to read, that I want to read, but I'm also scared because I don't want it to be a 3. I want it to be more than that. But yeah, what does your book collection look like? Everything. As you can see, everything here is like Black Panther. This is my black shelf. I call this my black cubby, as it were. I've got Black Panther stuff here. I've got nerd stuff here. I've got African American folk tales. There's romance everywhere. There's nerdy stuff. I am a nerd, so there's nerdy books like Labyrinth and my My Little Pony art book. Things like that. Nightmare Before Christmas. I've got it all. It just depends on what I gravitate towards. Yeah. But I'm not really sure what else to say, but I am just really, really excited to be a part of this community, hopefully. Things that I guess I'm looking forward to, things that I would like to do with this channel that I'm not sure. I would love to do reading sprints, or be like a co-host or something, or host my own reading sprints at some point. I would love to be able to do something like that, I know. But I think I don't really know as far as consistency and like reading vlogs and things like that. I'm not going to count those out, but don't expect them right now, because that's not in my mind of something that I don't even know if I can do that. A little bit into my life, non-bookish life right now. I am engaged. I am engaged. I'm getting married in April of this year. So having to wedding plan, and then have the wedding, and then we're moving. Still in Virginia. Well, I live in Virginia, so we're moving somewhere still in Virginia, but having to navigate all of that, a new life change, and figuring out like a schedule if I want to, if I end up continuing, which I hope I will continue with this Booktube journey, that it's a lot, and I'm not good at multitasking. I'm not good at prioritizing. So I'm also not going to set myself up with high expectations of a very big uploading schedule. So I won't be like, oh, you know, I plan on posting like 3 times a week and da 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 da. No, I think I'm going to start small and try to just stick with maybe once a week. And then if I have time or am given time and space and things like that, then I will up it a little bit and see how things go. So I would say to expect maybe 1 video a week, because I do have a full-time job as well. So balancing a full-time job and wedding planning and spending time with my fiance, and then once we get married, then spending time with him as a husband, and he's pretty much on board. He's a reader like I am, so he's, you know, he's probably going to be helping me figure out a schedule and what's best and things like that. But I don't want to sit and set anything in stone. So I would say to at least expect once a week, probably on Saturdays for an upload, maybe, which will probably be my best time to upload. So probably Saturdays as an upload time and day. And then anything else after that or before that, consider it as a surprise video, as an extra video. But yeah, I am very, very, very happy to be here. I am very, very excited to see what the future holds with this channel, with my life in general, getting married and stuff. And I'm very happy and excited to be able to meet some of you that are out there in the Booktube space and community, because I hear nothing but good things about how good this community is and how welcoming and how amazing this community is. So I can't wait. If there's anything that you would like to see, or any ideas that you may have, please introduce yourself in the comments. Drop your ideas in the comments, and maybe you'll give me an idea that I didn't think about. But until then, thank you. I am so excited. I hope you're excited too to join me on this journey. Thank you so much. Yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see you when I do my next video. Bye.